Wtw GM of Raw, SmackDown, ECW, and WTW's brand new show, WWE Superstars. So here today, I'm going to be listing off our first championship matches. First, for the ECW title, then for the WTW World Heavyweight title, then for the most coveted prize in all the WTW, the WTW Championship. So, first we got a contract. Never mind. We got our Money in the Bank contract here. Whoever wins the WTW Money in the Bank ladder match may cash in on any championship, anytime, anyplace, anywhere, within a year of winning it. I signed it because it would be happening on my show. So, there we go. We got some bios up in this fizzle, for shizzle. First, I'm going to list off a couple of matches we're going to have. First I'll list off the shows. So on Monday, we have Raw. On Tuesdays, we have ECW. On Wednesdays, we have Superstars. On Thursdays, there's no show. And then Friday, there's SmackDown. The GM of all the shows is Dustin Rock. I have Gallon. Assistant of ECW is Will. Assistant of Raw is Donald. Assistant of Superstars is Jacob. Assistant of SmackDown is Tyler. For the matches that we'll have for Raw, we'll have 4 matches. For ECW, we'll have 3. For Superstars, we'll have 2. And for SmackDown, we'll also have 4. Our pay-per-views in order will be Money in the Bank, Fatal 4, SummerSlam, Night of Champions, Royal Rumble, then, of course, WrestleMania. 1, right? 1. And here are the list of matches we'll have. 27. Number 1, one-on-one. Number 2, Falls Count Anywhere. Number 3, Handicap. Number 4, Special Guest Referee. Number 5, Iron Man. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and 60 minutes. Guarantee you we're not going to have a match like that. Last Man Standing match. No count out. No disqualification. No count out or disqualification. Retirement match. Championship Scramble. Gauntlet match. Battle Royal. Royal Rumble. Ladder match. Money in the Bank. Triple Threat. Fatal 4-Way. Elimination Chamber. Elimination Triple Threat. Elimination Fatal 4-Way. Tag Team match. Last Chance match. A Last Chance match is more or less, say that I have the WTW Championship and Donald goes against me. That if it's a Last Chance match, Donald can no longer defend for that or no longer wrestle for that championship as long as I'm the champion. Number 23, a Lumberjack match. Number 24, I Quit match. Number 25, Submission match. Number 26, Elimination Chase match. And I looked those up, so I forget what Elimination Chase match. So I'll start I'll start in the ring. Then Donald comes in, and I beat Donald. Then Donald's eliminated. Then it's more or less like a gauntlet match, except if Donald comes in and he pins me and I lose, then I'm out of the match and someone else comes in. So yeah, more or less. If you don't understand, leave a comment and I'll explain it more in depth. And then there's a move match, which is more or less like a draft match. So if it doesn't really matter because I'm GM of all, so I can call Superstars over or whatnot. But anyway, let's get on to our Superstars. We got Will Scarpinato. He has no experience, but he is a tough and rough football player. He's aggressive and strong. Will do anything for the top spot. There's our man, Will Scarpinato. Next is yours truly, GM of all shows, Dustin Rock. He has experience with WTW, WKE, and I was the champion in 2010. He's a strong, big football player. He's the most competitive and aggressive superstar. Will do anything to win. There's my picture. Mr. Christopher Rahe in the back. Okay. Then, our next guy, Donald Bushy. experienced WTW WKE owner, Wtw champ, World Heavyweight Champion. Donald is probably the best wrestler. He has held every belt possible and won't stop till he gets what he wants. There's a picture of Don Bushy. Don Bush. Oh god, this is my favorite one. I never got Jacob to sign the contract though, so he's going to have to sign that Monday. Jacob Sawyer, experienced, WTW. Jacob is the WTW's biggest underdog, but he won't go down without a fight. There he is, sleeping away. Could not find a picture where he was not sleeping, actually. Funniest part. Guess he just doesn't like to take pictures and he doesn't like to be awake. And then we got our other owner of the WTW. He's been both WTW and WKU. T-Bone. He is a high-flying, charismatic fighter. He's one of the best WTW has to offer. And last but not least, back from a long, long vacation, obviously. He is from the WKE. He's one of the strongest fighters in the WTW and one of the most athletic. Zach Bundy. Okie dokie, here we go. Okay. Now that's not what I'm looking for. Okay. First match. I've already planned out the first week, so there's not going to be any surprise match. Basically, the first week, there's not going to be anybody challenging anyone. I am the one planning out all the matches. And the first one is a championship scramble for the WTW Championship. Will versus Jacob versus Dustin versus Tyler versus Donald. Then, match number 2 is Will versus Zach for the Intercontinental Championship. Third match is Dustin versus Donald for the World Heavyweight Championship. Tyler versus Donald for the Undisputed Championship. And then ECW. Jacob versus Will for the ECW Championship. Match 2, Tyler versus Jacob for Cruiserweight Championship. Will versus Donald versus Zach for the U.S. Spinner belt. Dustin versus Will 1-on-1 for World Heavyweight title. And then main event will be, then I'm going to have a little talkaroo. And then main event will be Zach versus Donald 1-on-1. Just a regular match. Zach versus Jacob, just another regular match. Dustin versus Will, just another regular match. Tyler versus Donald, just a regular match. And Tyler versus Dustin for the WTW. But here's how it's gonna be. More or less, Donald Bushy and Tyler McRae will still be the owners of the WTW, but I'm more or less making close to all the calls. So, Donald Bushy, like, no offense to him, but so he can't get, like, let personal business get mixed with personal business. Because if him and Tyler have something going on off the mat, then it's going to go into on the mat, and you can't have the owners trying to boss it all around. So I'm going to be more of a GM, and if I make an unfair call, then the assistant will take over for all the shows, and I will no longer be a GM. Thanks for watching. D-Rock out. Wait, you still there? So, we got still 2 new replica belts. We got the World Heavyweight, kid size. Still nice. Still very nice. We got, these are just all the belts we'll be using this season. We got the Word Life US John Cena Championship belt. We got our Cruiserweight. We got our Hardcore belt, which will be introduced later on in the WTW. We got our, never mind, just already introduced that one. Then we got our 3 major belts that I already showed you.